G'day everyone and welcome to another episode of the Aussie Investing Machine. This is a channel where we review stocks in an easy to understand way and talk all things investing. In this episode, I wanted to look at the company Palantir Technologies, who trade on the New York Stock Exchange. They are a software company that builds enterprise data platforms. This software is used in organizations with complex and sensitive data environments. Now, if you haven't already, guys, make sure to smash that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. And as always, this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Before making any financial decisions, make sure to do your own research and, of course, consult a licensed financial advisor. Palantir has two key software platforms, and they are the Gotham platform, which is used for government clients, and then the Foundry platform, which is used for their commercial clients. Both of these software systems enable corporations and governments to easily understand their data and analyze it with great detail. Now, this company has been operating for a number of years, but has only recently listed as a public company on the New York Stock Exchange. For this reason, a lot of their financial, historical information, and even details about their operations is shrouded in secrecy. In their latest investor presentation, however, they do give some pretty good case studies of different clients that have successfully used their software. So I thought it'd be a good idea to have a look at a couple of these and just explain their significance. In the first example, we can see an unnamed energy company which has generated over $50 million in cash savings by utilizing their software. In the second example they give, we can see their software being used again for an unnamed commercial airline. It doesn't really tell us how the airline benefited over their conventional systems, but we can see that there's something happening here with seat allocation. All this really demonstrates for investors is the type of commercial client and application that their Foundry software can be used for. Now, I'll get to this a little bit later in the video, but they've announced a demonstration day, which should give us a little bit more information about exactly how their customers use their software. This will be an important event for the organization. I'll get to that in just a bit. In the third example, in their investor presentation, we can see how a pharmaceutical company has used their software in order to analyze data from a clinical trial. Now, this is obviously super important for farmers because they need to draw trends within data, and this software can help them do that. Certainly, this application of the software could be extremely popular. We know the huge amount of clinical trials that are ongoing around the world, and if this data can make that process easier, it could be a big hit in the pharmaceutical world. Now, the final example that I wanted to go over was the application of their software by the NHS, which is the National Health Service in the UK. In this example, it does give us a little bit more detail. It tells us that their Foundry software has been used for the rollout of PPE in the UK. Now, we know that the UK has been particularly hard hit by the pandemic, and a lot of the trouble early days was getting this PPE, this protective equipment, to the frontline workers. So I think this example is particularly powerful because it demonstrates a number of important points. We can see a foreign government body, the NHS, trusting Palantir to use their software for the rollout of critical materials. For me, this demonstrates that the NHS places huge trust in the effectiveness, but also the reliability of Palantir's software. It also shows us that the company has global reach with their software, especially in the government departments. We know the US government uses Palantir software and has for years, but this is a great case study because it shows that foreign governments or foreign Western governments are also willing to use and trust this software. So let's talk a little bit about Demo Day, which is fast approaching. So Demo Day, as we mentioned earlier, is this event which is coming up, which will show us how Palantir uses their software in real world applications. This will be the first sort of glimpse that public investors get to see into the technology that the company provides, and it should provide some more certainty about the company's operations. Demo Day is scheduled for the 26th of January in the US. So it'll be really interesting to see how investors respond to the information that is revealed at this event. We know the share price for Palantir is running pretty hot at the moment, so this Demo Day event could be critical for that share price either going further up or perhaps tumbling down. Either way, it'll be really interesting to see how the market reacts. So let's briefly talk about the company's financials from a high level point of view. As reported in their November 12 annual report, we know that Palantir has brought in approximately $289 million during quarter 3. This is a 52% year on year, which is very impressive. They're also forecasting a 31% increase in revenue for Q4, but we're yet to see those results. Whilst these growth figures are promising, we really don't have the long-term financial results in order to make a reasonable valuation of this company. We've only got access to the 2019 and 2020 results so far, and the 2020 results are incomplete as we don't have the quarter 4 metrics just yet. Now, just having 2 years worth of financial data is not enough to draw any conclusions on the financial health of the company. There are some interesting figures in the 2 years of results. We've got like a massive drop in shareholders' equity between 2019 and 2020, but it's really too hard to speculate on the reasons this might be, and it could be restored back in 2021. We just don't know yet. One metric we can use to get a bit of an understanding about the value of the company is the price to sales metric. The market is currently valuing Palantir at around 45 times sales. Now, this could be seen as good value compared to some kind of similar companies like Datadog, which trades at around 60 times sales. However, if we look at another technology company, perhaps not as similar in their operations, a company like Zoom looks to be much better value, trading at just over 30 times sales. So it really depends what companies you compare it to. You could see it as being undervalued or overvalued. You really have to make your own determination. I think it'll be easier to do this once we can truly assess the effectiveness and real-world usage of their software when we see it revealed at Demo Day on the 26th of January. I think this event is going to be critical for the company, and it really will determine for a lot of investors whether or not the price that's currently being asked for the company on the market is really worth it. We do know, however, from the Datadog example that an increasing list of commercial customers will be crucial for Palantir's success. Now, currently and for the past decade, Palantir has been focusing mainly on defense contracts, and these are a good, steady source of revenue, but they won't generate the growth that securing commercial customers will. So really what I'll be watching personally is how well they go at securing new commercial customers and growing that side of their business portfolio. I think for me personally, this is the key thing I'll be looking at on Demo Day and seeing how their commercial software can really benefit clients. Yes, they may show us some defense applications of their software, but I think we already know that this is a trusted and proven defense technology. Well, I'd love to hear what your thoughts on Palantir is. Maybe you're invested in the company, maybe you're not. Maybe you're watching on the sidelines just like me. Either way, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think about the company. Anyway, guys, until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.